taking my game to a whole new level.
Eye-opening for me.
I can choose how I wanted to live. Really freed me to just think bigger.
And now I know our relationship will be great and be amazing. And I just want him to know that he's the most important thing in the world to me.
They are the keys to prosperity, happiness, peace, joy, fulfillment, all the opportunities that you've been trying to generate for yourself, all the things that you've wanted to do, all of the projects that you've been involved in. When these four words are present, they happen. When it comes to our prosperity, money making, money, dollars, when it comes to happiness, when it comes to peace, when it comes to fulfillment, there is one obstacle standing in your way. You want to know what it is? Turn to the person next to you and say, the drunk monkey.
The drunk monkey.
So, the drunk monkey is a little nickname that we have for our mind. Your mind is not truly on your side. Your mind is designed to keep you alive. It's just a survival mechanism, and that's it. All it wants to do is have you stay alive longer, nothing more, nothing less. Just make a difference for everyone that you meet. And she's like, okay. And then about a week later, she says, so I'm in the grocery store, and I'm walking along, and all of a sudden, I see out of the corner of my eye, oh God, it's one of my sister's old boyfriends. And she says, I am trying. You know how you pretend like, you know, I don't see you. I'm not seeing you right now, right? And the guy literally brings his cart and stops her. Ashley, what are you doing? I'm spitting on you, sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Ashley, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm doing it. Anyways, bye, right? And blows him off. Well, like 2 days later, her sister calls and says, you're not going to believe who I just saw. And Ashley says, who? Remember my stinky boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh my God, I saw him in the grocery store the other day. I was trying to avoid him. She goes, what were you trying to avoid him for? Don't you remember to step 5? You got to connect with people. And she said, he is a builder now. He just built these properties. He's got 8 properties he wants to sell. He wants you to represent all the loans on them. 8 of them. Wrote another question. What are you trying to accomplish by being intense and by being smart? What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to persuade.
Right. Because what do you know about yourself? If you have to persuade people, what is it that you have to persuade them to?
I'm afraid they won't agree with me or like me.
Right. So I want you to begin to look at that what you have at your core, what you've been using to describe yourself, right? She made up the words, all I did was ask questions. What you've been using to describe yourself is a set of words that basically says, I'm not enough, and I better prove to people that I am. I better show people that I'm valuable.
I do a lot of that.
Yeah. It is a survival word at your core. Now, that's not bad or good or right or wrong. There's none of that in here. This is just like a kind of thing. So everyone turn to your partner and go, That's all we're doing. Right? Never really thought about it that way. And when you have a survival word at your core, you're trying to manipulate and convince and prove and show to a group of people who aren't even paying attention to you. Because what are we all paying attention to? Ourselves. I'd like you to just look at the person next to you in the eye and say, jerks only exist when you're around. Say that, please. Because you put a jerk with another person who loves them and they will be fantastic. Work doesn't feel like work, right? Things just flow effortlessly. The right people show up at the right times. What we're talking about today and tomorrow and Sunday is living inside of a magical experience. You will have exactly the same life when you leave this room. It's just that your perspective on your life will be, wow. Turn to the person next to you and just give them a look of wonder. right? Can you imagine your whole life is like that? You just, wouldn't that be better?
はい。
Wouldn't that give you more of a sense of joy, wonder?